Hi, welcome to this assignment video. This time it's about Agile. We've talked to you in the video, a previous video, about why it's important to test your assumptions with customers and do it quickly before you change your business model. Guido, what kind of change in your business model do you want to do?
Well, I just started out with my business and it's focused on selling virtual coins for video games.
Yeah.
So right now, in order to get the most customers, we are by far the cheapest.
Yeah.
Especially
so that's your pricing strategy, cheap,
yes.
and get the critical mass.
Exactly, yes.
Okay.
So right now that's the idea, get as much as possible customers.
Yeah.
But we were wondering if we start increasing our prices, can we still maintain our customer base?
Okay.
So that was the question. So in order to test this, we asked people from...
so this is your assumption?
Yeah, this is the
Once
hypothesis.
my customer base is big enough, I should be able to increase my prices.
Exactly.
So it's not really changing your business model,
No.
but changing your strategy a bit.
Yes.
To higher end market,
Yes.
perhaps?
True.
Hmm.
Yes. So...
how did you test it?
Yeah. First of all, we asked people who placed an order on the website, and we asked them, look, right now we are the cheapest source for your coins, and you have placed an order. If we were to increase our prices, would you still order from us? Or is it still that because we are so cheap that you order from us?
Yeah.
And unfortunately, most people said, since you are the cheapest, this is the reason why I buy my coins here. So we thought that maybe if
maybe not so surprising if you ask
True.
people, would you like to pay
Of
more?
course.
They say no.
No, that's true, of course. But we thought that the trust in the website would be the main determinant for buying coins or not.
Okay.
Because we also spoke to people who didn't buy coins yet, so who do play the video games that we provide coins for, and they haven't placed an order yet. And we asked them, why don't you buy any coins? And their main issue was trust.
Okay.
So we thought if we keep our prices low at the beginning and we can build up a customer base and make sure that they start trusting us because we deliver the orders and they get their coins, we thought that maybe that they would accept the price changes. Yeah. But unfortunately that wasn't as expected. But that might also because Ashley said, if you ask the customer, can we increase our prices, the answer will probably be no. That's true. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so perhaps to test it further, you could set up some experiment and change the level of trust, change the level of pricing, and see what's going to work.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, too bad you can't increase your prices tomorrow.
Yeah, no.
Well,
guess I'll have to keep a student budget.
Okay, good. Thanks a lot. I hope this gives you some insight on how to test your assumptions and do it before you change your price and lose all your customers.
Exactly.
Good. Good luck with the assignment. Test your assumptions before you change your business model. That's the key message of this block. Stefan, your assumptions about parking. Parking was an app for finding your parking place, right?
Yes. Parking would navigate you directly to your parking spot.
Oh, even better. Okay.
Even better.
And pay for it.
And allow you to pay for it.
Okay.
And
what are your key assumptions? You've listed 4 of them. Can you mention one that's really core?
yes, one that's really core is the third one, that users are willing to walk a small distance from their parking space to their destination. The thought behind this is that we would think about the total time of distance. So you would have a parking spot that might be just a bit further away, but by not having to drive 10 minutes to get there, but having to walk 5 minutes to your destination, you would actually save time in the total.
So maybe you go to this big parking garage outside of the city center instead of having to navigate through all the Dutch canals?
Exactly. So we wanted to test the basic assumption that people thought about the main time, so the total time of their travel, that was more important than actually having something directly close to their
Okay, sounds like something that might be true or might not be.
Yes.
It's quite critical for you.
It's quite critical.
How did you test this?
We had interviews with several people and we asked them about their habits and what their willingness was to accept small distances. They would be able to accept small walking distances and under what criteria they would accept that. So if they would, for example, accept a larger walking distance if the parking fees would be lower.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And questions like these. Yes.
Okay. And what did you find?
We found that actually people are willing to have a small walking distance. In general, they already experience small walking distances when they park because they never can find a parking spot directly next to their destination. And they already circle around a bit anyway, especially in the larger cities. So in practice, we found that people already walk a bit, and if they say, well, if you know that there's a parking spot which is and cheaper and still the same distance I have to walk anyway, they'll take it happily.
Okay. Okay. So, good news for you.
Yes.
Okay. What about the other assumptions? Were they valid or not?
They were valid. The other assumptions, let's take the first one, that users want to reduce their search time and parking costs. Well, this is fairly obvious.
I want to at least.
I guess everyone wants to park cheaper and spend less time doing something they don't really like.
Yeah.
Then the user have varying budgets for parking spaces. That is also true. So a businessman would have a different budget than someone who is there on their private time. And this was important for us to know that there are actually different kinds of people, different kinds of budgets we have to account for.
Okay. So did this exercise tell you anything new then? Because everything that you found is the same as what you expected.
Well,
so what's the value of doing this?
The third one definitely gave us new insights about current behavior. It showed us how people are currently practicing their parking, and it allowed us to test specific assumptions. We never know in advance, so these are assumptions, right? We still need to test them in order to be sure, especially if they're core for our plan.
Okay, so it gave you more confidence into your business model.
Yes.
And that you should go in this route that you planned.
Yes.
Okay, good. Well, thank you, Stefan, for the example. And for you, best of luck with the assignment.